welcome back to my channel. So today I want to share something deeply personal, okay? How I lost 45 pounds of baby weight naturally, even while battling PCOS and navigating perimenopause. But first, let me take you back to where it all started. So after I had my second baby, I hit a rock bottom. I didn't really recognize the woman staring back at me in the mirror. I avoided events, I couldn't stand taking pictures, and worst of it all, I started avoiding intimacy with my husband, which is something that we both enjoyed a lot pre-pregnancy. And it was miserable, snapping at my kids and silently battling postpartum depression was not fun at all. And the acne that was covering my face was a final blow. I never will forget a comment someone made at the party. They said, "She's pretty, but her skin ruins everything." What I didn't know then was that my acne was caused by estrogen dominance, a hormonal imbalance that is pretty common these days after 35. So I did what most women do when they're desperate to lose weight, like cutting my calories down to 1200. In my case, I cut it all the way down to 900. I dragged myself to the gym 6 days a week. I tried every fad diet you can think of: keto, juice cleanses, detox drinks, you name it. And guess what? It didn't work. Because the truth is, after 35, your body doesn't really work the same way like it did in your 20s. And I learned this the hard way. Your hormones like your cortisol, insulin, and estrogen plays a much bigger role than you think. And here's a wake-up call. Studies that was recently done shows that 95% of women who rely solely on caloric restriction regain that weight back within a year. And I'm a prime example for that. Why? Because they ignore the root cause, which is hormones. Here's what I did differently. I stopped fighting against my body and I stopped blaming myself. And I focused on resetting my metabolism and my hormones. And this was a game changer, you guys. And here are the 4 biggest changes that helped me lose that 45 pounds naturally while resetting my metabolism and my hormones. And today I'm going to share that with you guys so that you can crush this journey as well, right? So number 1 thing I did is I balanced out my cortisol, aka my stress hormone, or your stress hormone as well. So after 35, your cortisol levels are naturally higher, especially if you're dealing with stress. Yeah, hello kids, work life, like we are so stressed out. High cortisol triggers fat storage, especially around your belly. So instead of overtraining, I cut back. All the time I was like training too much, I was cutting calories, it was not helping me. And the research makes sense. And when I started cutting back, I started doing more strength training, but just 3 times a week, plus 8K steps a day on the days that I'm working out, okay? This might surprise you, but I'm not bluffing here. The research that was published in the Journal of Obesity found that women who reduced stress-focused activities lost 22% more belly fat than those who overexercised, okay? I want to give you like a quick tip here. Start your morning with a 10-minute walk or meditation instead of an intense workout or scrolling at your phone. Okay, this will immensely help you balance out your cortisol levels. It did for me and it will do for you as well. Number 2 is I stabilized my blood sugars. I used to eat a very carb-heavy breakfast coming from a South Indian background, but I also thought that's required because carbs gives you energy, right? But one thing that I did not understand about those carbs was the sugar spikes that is accompanied after you eat it. So those spikes in your blood sugar were making my insulin just like skyrocket and causing me to crash and store fat. So I switched to a protein-packed breakfast regime, like eggs with spinach and avocados, or eggs, and paired that up with whatever South Indian meal I want to eat. Because did you know that 2022 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that women who ate 30 grams of protein in the morning lost more weight than who skipped the breakfast? Okay, so having a high protein breakfast is paramount. It's very, very important. Just try it for a week or 2. You will see your belly fat melting just like that. Okay, and another hack I used is apple cider vinegar before meals. This reduces post-meal blood sugar spikes by 20%. It's a small change, but it has a big impact. But is it going to fix your entire life problems? No. But if you want my air fryer recipes that is high packed in protein, just comment air fryer below and I'll send that over to you. It was so good. Like the air fry recipes was so easy for me to do, and I didn't feel like I was in the kitchen all day every day. So I would love to share that with you guys. Now, tip number 3 is I fixed my gut health. Okay, you guys, tip number 3, this one, and tip number 4 was the pivot? Was it changing the turning point for me? So gut health. Here's something no one told me, like your gut is your second brain. Did you know that? I didn't know. It directly affects your metabolism, okay? And after my pregnancies, I had bloating, constipation, constant cravings. All were the signs that my gut was out of balance. So I started eating more probiotic rich foods like yogurt, kimchi, and focused primarily on fiber to fuel my gut bacteria, right? And research from gut microbiome science shows that women who improved their gut health lost 50% more weight than those who didn't. So gut health, focusing on gut health is very, 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 very important, especially if you are 35, you're perimenopausal, and if you have autoimmune condition, then gut health is going to be your king, okay? All right, so let's dive into tip number 4 is addressing your estrogen dominance, okay? I addressed my estrogen dominance. It's where it gets a little bit tricky, because after 35, your estrogen level starts fluctuating. And for women like me with PCOS and perimenopausal, it's even more chaotic. This estrogen dominance caused my acne, fatigue, and the mood swings that I was talking about. I learned to eat foods that support estrogen detoxification, like broccoli, cauliflower, and flax seeds. And then I also added omega-3 fats from salmon and walnuts to reduce inflammation. And I did not do this just because I heard it from somewhere and my friend is doing it. I did these things after reading the right kind of research. A 2021 study in Hormonal Health Review found that women who allowed an anti-inflammatory diet, so a 25% reduction in stubborn fat stores over 6 months, and this is absolutely true. If you look at my picture here, you can see how much change it made. Tip number 5 is, you guys, this is going to be a game changer, okay? Please don't sleep on it, because this is important. Prioritize your sleep, okay? It's a game changer. And one night of poor sleep increases your hunger hormone ghrelin by 15%, and it lowers your fat burning hormone leptin by 20%. I was sleeping 4 to 5 hours maybe, because I was working from 2 in the morning, sometimes 3 in the morning, up until like 6 to 7 p.m. It's crazy. I committed to myself that I'm going to take 7 to 8 hours of sleep no matter what, every single night. No more scrolling on my phone, no more looking at my Instagram before I go to bed. I came up with a very strict sleep hygiene routine. So I drank chamomile tea and followed a consistent sleep schedule. So when I started prioritizing my sleep, the weight started melting off like butter. Okay, and here I am today. I feel confident again. I'm playing with my kids without feeling exhausted, going on date nights with my husband, getting that spark back. I love this. And most importantly, I've made peace with my body. Okay. And I want you to know that you don't have to starve. You don't have to spend hours in the gym or chase fat diets. Focus on resetting your hormones and metabolism. Work with your body, not against it. Let me know in the comment section below which of these tips you're going to try first. And if you're ready to reset your metabolism and take control of your hormones, I have linked a free metabolic reset course down below to get you started. Please do not be like those people that gets a free course because it's free and does nothing about it. Okay, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who needs to hear this. I'm here to support you in every step of the way, so please don't think that you are on this journey alone. See me as your big sister or little sister, whatever kind of sister or friend you want me to be, and I will see you again next time with the next video. Bye.